I'm going to introduce you to someone you already know, or most of you do. I've known this gentleman for almost 50 years, and in our very unique friendship, we have never had an argument of any kind at any time. And people, I wonder what that was. People find that hard to believe, but it is true. We met in a choir rehearsal in Sydney, Australia, and it was a very big room. There were 34 people in the room, and we were all singers, very nervous, and we'd never sang together before, and nobody knew anybody else. There was an empty seat next to me. It was the only empty seat in the whole room. And just before we were about to sing, this gentleman that was a little late entered the room, and he came in and he had a lot of jewellery on, and I could hear it clanking as he came across the room. He had very tight trousers on too, and a big afro, and of course he sat next to me. And then we all started to sing, and it was a beautiful, beautiful moment in my life, hearing all these people sing. It was incredible. But there was a voice next to me that really stole the whole show. And a light went off in my brain when I heard it that said, you need to work with this guy, and you need to meet him right now. So after the rehearsal, I introduced myself, and the first thing he said to me was, we have the same name, which of course we do. And we thought that was not that odd. But when we got to know each other the next hour or so, there were so many similarities, it was really quite uncanny. For instance, neither of us have a brother. We're born 3 days apart, we have the same name. We both loved and saw the Beatles when we were 14 years old, and that changed our lives. I was in England and he was in Australia, and we decided that we wanted to form a band together, because I said to him, if we form a band, I don't want to sing, I just want to write songs. And he said, well, if we do form a band, I don't want to write songs, I just want to sing. So it began on the right foot. That was a long, long time ago. Ladies and gentlemen, my dearest friend, Russell Hitchcock.
Wasn't it a beautiful song, ladies and gentlemen? Let me tell you a brief story before we begin and before we continue the show. A lot of you can relate to this. I do a lot of my shopping online. Amazon is my friend. Trouble is, buy stuff on Amazon, especially clothing, it's hard to return when you're on the road as much as we are. I bought these pants. I got them home and tried them on, they fit perfectly. Took them on the road. After 2 or 3 shows, when you start to sweat a bit, this pants start to expand a bit. But I didn't show my crotch began around there. Fear not, it's a family show, and we'll be back where we're supposed to be at the appropriate time. Thank you.
Hey.
I remember him on May the 12th, 1975 in Australia, during production of the musical Jesus Christ Superstar. We still believe it's the greatest rock opera ever written. Yes. We were fortunate enough to do this show for more than 2 years, and by the end of the show, we'd formed Air Supply and recorded an album, which was released at the same time as our first single. They both went to the top of the charts in Australia, which was amazing because we never played live anywhere, nobody knew who we were. success. On the strength of that success, we were asked by Rod Stewart's management to open for him for 3 shows in Australia. And of course we went, duh. We did those 3 shows, and after the second one, Rod came to our dressing room and personally asked us if we'd like to open for him all across North America and Canada in 1977, which we did, of course. Amazing for us, having been a band for 3 or 4 months. We played every venue that one dreams about as a musician or artist. We played Madison Square Garden, the Forum, the Superdome, the Astrodome, the Enormodome, the Dome of Domes, Candlestick Park, Three River Stadium. We played them all. After you're on the road with a guy of that status, playing to thousands of people every night, you start to think that you're pretty good, and we started to think that we were pretty good. Then we went back to Australia, and we found out that we weren't pretty good at all. We were in fact, as they say, dead in the water. Couldn't get arrested. I tried. No. We're going to take it back to the early part of our career now. One guitar, 2 voices with the help of Mirko on piano. Mark on cello. Bassy on cello. You guys have done a great job singing along this night. Let's make this one no exception at all, in other words. And for those of you who don't know, this year marks our 50th anniversary working together. And of course, we would not be here unless you guys were here this evening, and the preceding 4 generations. Remember when you guys first used to come and see us, you were all your lovers, wives and girlfriends, or all 3, you know. In any case, we do appreciate your undying support. Thank you so much for being here. Bless you all. Thank you.